Hey everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampItCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I have a fun card, great birthday card for kids or ocean lovers or shark lovers or whoever. And this is a bundle that's retiring in May, and it will not be carried over into the new catalog. This is also marked down. So normally the stamp set's $24, it's marked down to $16.80. The dies are normally $28. These are marked down to $19.60. And the bundle is normally, well, it's still $46.75, but if you purchase them separately, it's only $36.40. So that is a really good deal. It's almost $10 off the bundle if you order them separately. And then we're also using these adhesive back sequence trio. I've used these a lot, and we're using the Pretty Peacock ones, but these are also marked down to $5.60 on the last chance list. And you get a ton. You get pink, green, and clear. So either the clear or the green would work in the card that we're going to make today. All right, so let us get started. We're doing a basic white card front. We have a piece of Coastal Cabana that I have already run through the Soft Waves 3D embossing folder. So we're just going to adhere this down. I'm gonna wait a minute before we glue. We'll do our stamping and then we'll do our assembly. Then I've used the Stylish Shape dies and cut out a stitch circle from the Friends of the Ocean designer paper. This is also retiring. I am very sad because this is my favorite paper in the new catalog, or in the mini catalog. We're using this orange one on this pattern for now. This is not discounted, but it will be leaving us. And then I've die cut a little lobster out of the dies, out of Calypso Coral. And then I've used some basic beige and cut a big piece of coral here. We're gonna cut that down a little bit. So we need to do our stamping. The only color I'm using today is basic gray. And I'm going to do an outline of this fun hammerhead shark. And then I'm going to do the filler color. I'm going to stamp off once, make it a little bit lighter. Let's see if we can get it right in there. I love these clear stamps so you can see how easy it is to line things up. All right, now I have a strip of basic white, and here I'm going to stamp Make a Splash. And I'm just going to stamp it. It's just scrap. Whoops, I moved that at the last second. Hold on. Let's try that again. I moved it right when I was going to stamp. And then on the inside, we're going to stamp Happy Birthday. And let's just go ahead and stamp a little bit of this shark. Kind of coming in. Let's stamp that off once. Let's see if we can get it lined up again. Cute. Let's do our envelope too. I've got a sequin stuck to my envelope. Okay, I'm going to do him coming out a little bit here. And then we'll do stamp off. Oh my gosh, I love this set. It is so cute. It has a dolphin too. If you know a dolphin lover, you can do that. I think this is so cute. I'm trying to stock up on little boy cards because I've got a grandson and eventually he's going to be going to birthday parties and he's going to need some cards for his little friends. So I'm stocking up. Okay. I've started gluing and I probably should have just waited a minute, but we're already there. So I'm going to glue this circle down. Right about there. That's just to add a little bit of background contrast color. And then what I want to do is put this here, and I want to cut off I want to cut off a little bit. Cut off. I want to cut it straight right there. All right, we're going to pop that up in a minute, but let's die cut our shark real quick. We're just going to bring in our die cutter, whatever die cutter you have. This is my Big Shot. I think this is the only Big Shot I have left. It's on its last leg. The handle's falling off. It's looking a little gnarly. We're gonna make it work though as long as we can. All right, let's see how we cut them out. You could also cut out by hand. You do not need a die cutter. It's just a little shark. All right, let's grab some mini dimensionals. And we're going to pop up this big piece of coral here. And we'll get a little bit on this one. I'm just going to kind of smooth out where I cut off so it looks like its own piece and not a part of something else. Just put a couple there. All right, we're going to put this down first, and then we're going to add the rest of it. Okay. This is going to go right about there. And then we're going to pop this piece of coral up from the bottom. Have it kind of going in there. Isn't that cool? All right, let's put this shark. Let's see, we've got to put one where his head is. Oh, hold on. So he's going to be at the same, kind of the same elevation as the coral. So we're just going to put 2 dimensionals that are going to stick to the base like that. And then let's put this on next. We're going to just do a little angle cut, just like that. And we'll put a dimensional on either end. And I just want to kind of go over, let's see, go over the bottom of that. Kind of cover the bottom of that, and let's get our little lobster. And he just needs one, and we're going to put him down here. And isn't that cute? I love it. I'm looking for my sequins. Now you could use, you can see how I use these. I cut them up, they're a mess, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna just use some of these over here. Now I could do the clear ones because it would look kind of like bubbles, but I want a little more color. I wanna see these pop. So I'm gonna go for the darker ones. We'll do one here. We'll do a couple bigs and a couple smalls. And that is it. Isn't that awesome? I think that is like the best little birthday card for a little boy, don't you? I will post measurements and supplies. I'm going to list these separate, the stamp set and dies, because it is a much better deal now than to get the bundle. And these are only available while supplies last. This Soft Waves embossing folder is going to carry over, so you don't have to worry about that. But the paper, the stamp set and dies are, and the embellishments are going to be gone once they sell out. So you don't want to miss out on that. And with every $50 order in merchandise, you're going to get a set of our card class projects that we're doing a little later in the month for free. So you don't want to miss out on those. I would love to have your order, and I will see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.